Okay, we're recording, good to go. I wanted to welcome you guys all tonight to our Sip and Learn. Hopefully you guys maybe brought a little cocktail or mocktail. I got mine over here and I got some sparkling water because I'm carb cycling right now. But we're so excited that you guys are here and just to share with you more tonight about what it is that we do as coaches, how we got started, how much this has impacted and changed each of our lives in so many different ways, and just get to share this opportunity with you and hopefully open your eyes some. So also, if at any point during this call you have questions, feel free to chat them in the chat box, and once we're done with the call, we'll give a little bit of time to answer any questions that you guys have. And this will be recorded too. So again, if you missed part of it, you have to cut out early for work or whatever it is, you can get the recording after and watch as well. So no stress there. I am just going to share my screen so that you guys can see our little PowerPoint. Okay, can you guys see this? Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So welcome to our sneak peek into what coaching is. First off, we want to just kind of take a minute to introduce ourselves because we have a couple different coaches on the call tonight, some of which that have been coaches for a month, some of which or 2 months, some of which have been coaches for a year or a couple years. Everybody's at a different place. So I'll just start out myself. I have been a coach for going on 4 years in November, which is crazy to think about. I just can't even imagine that. I was literally on a call with Maddie earlier today and laughing at the pictures that I was taking when I started this business. I was like, holy crap, I was such a different person. The photos were terrible. So first of all, if you're worried at all about social media, they literally could not be worse than this. I posted a picture with my laptop in a giraffe onesie with a blurred out background that was like a purple and blue galaxy and said that my job was out of this world. So if I can do this, like any of you can do this. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. But it's just crazy to see how much I've grown as a person throughout the last 3.5 years because of this business and because of the work that it's made me put into myself each and every day to grow physically, mentally, emotionally. So this bottom picture down here, this is me. I started while I was in college, working 3 jobs, going to school full time with a dog and a boyfriend. So my life was crazy busy. So if you're like, hey, I don't know if I have time for this, I'm really busy. Hello, everybody on our team, literally both of our teams are just made up of busy women and some men too. But I was so busy and I had hit a place where I was an athlete all my life growing up, and I kind of, after sports, I just lost myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't love working out anymore, and I was still eating like I was an athlete, even though I wasn't. So I started to put on the weight, and I just felt really uncomfortable in my skin. I was acting like I was happy on the outside because I was checking all the boxes, but truly on the inside, I wasn't happy. I was unfulfilled. I was lacking purpose. I was lacking passion. I just didn't feel like myself, and I didn't know. I felt like, is this it? Like, this can't be it. There has to be more. And I didn't know what it was. And I decided that it was time for me to make a change physically. So I stumbled across my coach on social media, like maybe many of you stumbled across us. And I literally just reached out to her and I was like, what are you doing? Because first of all, your abs are amazing and I want them. And she told me she was doing these online boot camps. She did 30-minute workouts from home and followed this 80% clean, portion controlled nutrition plan. And I was like, okay, there's no way. Like, I'm a college athlete. I go to the gym. I don't do home workouts. Like, that's not going to work for me. This is probably a scam. And I just kept watching her, and she started sharing about this coaching opportunity and how much this business had impacted her life as well. The friendships she'd made, the trips she got to go on, the financial freedom and time freedom that she had because of this. And then on top of that, the physical and mental and emotional changes that she was seeing was so inspiring to me. And it just gave me hope. And she was that light when I was in the darkness of maybe there is another way. Maybe there's a way out of this. And watching her and her being that light for me was all I needed to get that spark of hope to decide, you know what do I have to lose? I'm going to give this a shot and go all in and see what I can do. And I'm so glad I did, because I haven't turned back since that day. I worked my butt off from day one. I fit this business into the pockets of my day whenever I could, in between classes, in between work, in the bathroom, like all the things that I could do. While I was driving in the car, I'd listen to trainings, and I just made it work because I knew that it was the best thing for me. And I have tenfold made back that investment a million times over, literally in the first month. And now it's my full-time job. I've been doing this full-time for the last like almost 3 years, probably 2.5 years. And I get to live my dream life. And I am just so grateful for this business every day, and the opportunity and the chance that I had when I said yes and went all in with this, even though I was scared. Because I'm a completely different person. I'm confident now. I'm happy now. I have fulfillment. I wake up every day doing something that I love, that brings me joy, and I get to impact other people's lives along the way, which the income is just like an added bonus for me at this point. I would do this every day, even if I wasn't making anything, because I'm so in love with what it's done for me and how much I get to change other people's lives. So that's kind of my background with getting started with coaching. And Maddie, do you want to share yours?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have like the same exact story over here. But me and Cassidy actually met last summer through coaching, and now we live 10 minutes from each other and like our besties, and it's crazy. But my journey started actually like around this time 3 years ago. I was using my friend's Beachbody account, and I was like telling my other friend, because she had signed this girl up, I was like, oh no, I'm not interested, but I was using my other friend's account. And I was like, I just don't know if this would be for me. And for 3 months, I just dabbled, and I kept ignoring her messages of her telling me there was a deal going on or you should do this. And it took until like, for so long, I had gained 30 pounds. And so it was like every summer I would lose that weight. And then I'd get back to school and I would binge drink and party and eat all the nachos and all the things. I just continued to gain it back year after year. So this was the beginning of my junior season. I was in triple days with college volleyball, and I didn't have time. Like, I don't know, who has time? Who's just like sitting on the time? Nobody, right? So I didn't have time, but I knew I had a purpose, and I knew that like, if I could get back to not waking up with anxiety every single morning, I think I could do something a little bit more than what I was doing right then. And that would give me that confidence to step into the leadership role on the court. And so I remember walking out of the dining hall, because we would eat in the dining hall during preseason. And I just texted her, I was like, okay, just send me the link and I'm doing it before I talk myself out of this, because we all do that. And I signed up. And I signed up just to do the workouts. I didn't sign up to become a coach. I signed up because I wanted to go all in on this 21-day program. And within those 21 days, I had lost 12 pounds. And I was like, damn, like I really wanted to return this after the 30 days because there's money back guarantee, but how can I? Because it's changed my life. And so after that moment, she was like, dude, what are you doing? Just become a coach. Like, at least you can get a discount. So that was my next step. I was like, well, if I could help 2 people, it pays for my products. And it just continued to be that little game. Like, how could I help one more person this month? How could I reach out to a couple more friends? And I'm going to share with you guys in a couple slides, like what my Instagram looked like then. I started with 0 followers. My page was private. I didn't let anyone follow me. I met my boyfriend the same month I signed up as a coach, and I hid it from him for the first 30 days because I didn't know what he was going to think of me. I was petrified of what my small college town people were going to say about me, about sharing my journey on social media, and it paralyzed me. And I didn't have this super quick success as a coach, but I didn't give up. So don't be in such a damn rush to see success in your journey. Just start with your day one. I'll throw it over to Melina, who's my coach, and she's going to tell her story because the next two girls are both of me and Cassidy's coaches, but they both have kids. And I think that's super relatable for a lot because you guys look at us and you're like, yeah, you're 23 and 25 and you have this free life. Like, what does it matter, you know? So I'll throw it over to Melina and she can kind of tell her story.
Hi everyone, I'm Melina, like Maddie said, and Maddie's my coach. I started with Beachbody a little over a year ago, but my story is a little different. I signed with a different coach. I was a gym rat for 10 years, and I knew myself. I just really the gym. That is never like truly like myself, and I knew after going to the gym is definitely not going to be really the right thing for me. So after years of people with me reaching out, I finally joined, and I didn't really do anything with my. I didn't do anything with my last coach. The team you join totally matters because even though I joined with my coach, I still absolutely nothing. Never attended one of these kind of meetings, didn't know anything about them. And I'm a type 1 diabetic of 28 years. I have lived in the hospital for 5.5 weeks while we waited for his arrival because of my preeclampsia. Even though I had a really healthy pregnancy. And so things were just a little tough. So once I got cleared after 6 weeks, I worked out from my living room by myself. I didn't have a team to fall back on. I didn't have a coach to really talk to. And I suffered with postpartum. So I was in this really weird place, but I continued to work out because the workouts made me feel like a glimmer of worthiness and something to like show up to besides the constant diapers and feedings and things like that. January rolled around and people were asking what I was doing. So my boyfriend was like, you really need to get back into the coaching because I have a background. I'm a certified nutritionist and I had my own company doing that prior to Beachbody. So I found Maddie. We laugh about it now because I really don't remember how I found Maddie. I just know I found Maddie. We clicked. I loved her vibe. And within 3 months of being on Maddie's team, I went from selling 0 on the last team to being a diamond coach with her. Who you join, what you join, like it totally matters. And it's been a game changer for my family. I did not join for necessarily the money. I have a heart of helping other women specifically. And it just blossomed and it's worked out wonderfully for me and my family. And it totally, once I joined a team, my postpartum, I felt like it, helped a lot with it. I say to this day, Beachbody helped me with my postpartum. I've lost all my baby weight. I feel great. I have a wonderful team underneath me. And yeah, that's pretty much my story. Oh, and as any of the other like health people out there with my diabetes, my A1C has never been as good as it is right now. Speaking of my son's waking up.
Go back to bed, Gunner.
Anyways, that's my story.
Love it. Ashley, do you want to tell your story?
Yeah, okay, thank you. As she said, my name is Ashley, and I have been doing the Beachbody coaching for almost 2 months now. I was a Beachbody customer for years. Honestly, I started doing Beachbody like off of an infomercial 7 years ago, and I didn't even realize that you got assigned like a coach at the time. I didn't even realize like what it could consist of. So it's been off and on, and then after I had our son, I gained a lot of weight when I was pregnant with him and I just couldn't lose it. And so I knew I had gone back and forth to Beachbody so many times. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a go. And in that, I actually ended up joining through somebody else who was underneath Cass as well. And then ended up like falling off And then with that, I was like subscribed to Cassidy's emails, and I kept seeing them and kept watching her, and really got super inspired by just watching her and her journey and what she was doing, and could really like relate to what she was doing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try again. I'm not just going to be consumer. I want to be a coach as well. I also want to set a good example for the kids. I have 5 kids, so my life is super crazy. And I also work full time, and my goal, honestly, is to be more available for the kids, especially with everything that's going on right now with like COVID and not knowing what like school is going to bring for them. I want to get to a point where this can be my income, like my sole income. Plus, it helps keep me accountable in my fitness journey as well. And I've always really just loved helping other women and just helping people succeed, helping them through their journey that like a journey I've walked through before, and just helping them to feel the best that they've ever felt. And so I just decided to go all in. I've definitely made my investment back. It hasn't even been quite 2 months, and I think I brought in like about $1,500. So definitely earned that initial 160 back. And the messages and emails I get from the people that are in my challenge group are so amazing. And I had somebody message me the other day. She was like, "Thank you so much for encouraging me to join and holding me accountable, like messaging me and checking in on me, because that's what I needed. And I didn't realize I was getting results until I tried on this jacket, and it was loose for the first time since I had gotten it. And so I was just so pumped. And that's what kind of just reignites the fire and fuels what I'm doing. And I really feel like this was like God's calling. So I'm really excited and happy to see where it goes. And it's like the best thing that I've ever done.
Love that so much.
Seriously.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much for sharing.
So basically what we all want to know is like, what does a coach actually do? Because it's really cool. You can do all the fluffy stuff, you know, you see the Instagram things, but truthfully, like there's 4 main things that a coach does. Number 1 is being proof the products work. And as soon as anybody ever starts on my team, we pick a program and pick the nutrition program and we run with it. Because if you don't have results, you're going to feel like you're selling every single day. But if you are proof the products work and you're your own walking billboard, all you have to do is share what's working for you, right? Share your workouts, share all things of you, like all your brands. Like it doesn't have to be, I sign up as a coach and now everything I post ever is about coaching, because then you don't become relatable. So on this side, you'll see like we're sharing to inspire and educate and influence people to live the life that we are finding every single day, right? We're sharing our results, sharing the results of girls in our group, sharing what we do as coaches, because it can be really hard to share that on social media because you're like, what does it actually do? But showing like getting on team calls, those types of things, we're adding value to other people's life. And when you're proof the products work, you're drinking your shake and you're pressing play on your workout, you're going to feel incredible and unstoppable. And that's when the ripple effect starts to come, because people start to trust you and they believe what is happening. It's not like, and it doesn't mean you have to have results to start, because I'll show you down below, like I had 0 results. Like that picture was me on day 1, but I knew I was going to take them along the journey every single day. And that's part of sharing. And number 2 is inviting. So as you're sharing your journey and sharing how this is changing your life, you're inviting your friends and family to do this with you. Because we wouldn't want them to like, you know, be in that like nosebleeds over here just watching and wishing that that could be them. Let's invite them in to do this with us, because it's so fun. We can invite them to that challenge group that Ashley was talking about, and we can support them along the way, because it's community. That's what's going to keep people here, rather than like they can go on YouTube and get free workouts. But it's the community and accountability that comes with being a part of our teams. Like she said a million times, but the team you join matters so much. And then number 3 is we recognize people like every freaking day, because it's so cool that we get to be the biggest cheerleaders on planet Earth. And I never wanted to be a cheerleader in high school, but I was a college athlete, which means basically in volleyball, you like slap asses all the time and you're just a big cheerleader anyways. So I loved being able to pump other people up, like fill their cup as well. But that leads me into number 4, which is personal development, because you can't pump other people up and fill their cups if your cup isn't full. And it's so important that we work on our mental fitness just as much as our physical fitness, because you could have the best damn body, but if you look in the mirror and hate how you mentally feel and look, you're never going to actually see how your results have changed and how these programs have changed your life. So it is so important. And I put personal development off for so long. I was 20 years old when I started this business. I thought personal development was for people that were, needed the help. I needed the help. I needed to get over my anxiety. I needed to get over the fear of what people thought of me. And so I needed that help. And so there's personal development for every person along their way. So that's number 4 in our vital behaviors, we like to call them. But basically, you're getting paid to be the best version of yourself by working out and sharing. And we just keep it super, super simple, because this doesn't have to be overcomplicated. We're just talking to our friends and family and sharing it. And so if Cassie's gonna scroll down, I'll talk a little bit about objections we really get with coaching and like what people think coaching is from the outside versus what it really is. So a lot of people think like, I have to have all the time in the world, because I see Maddie and Cassidy working full time and they just seem like they're always doing this. But it didn't start that way. My journey, I was on a road bus every single week for 8 hours, going to every single road trip for our games. And I remember I was going to Central Washington. It was right after I finished the 21-day fix. And I remember I posted my results on the bus and then threw my phone because I was so nervous. But once I got to the hotel and we had downtime, I was messaging those people like, hey, you should do this with me. How fun would it be, right? So you don't have to have all the time in the world. It's working in little pockets. And some people are like, oh, like you're just drinking an overpriced protein shake, right? And then you just have to post a sweaty selfie. And only the coaches that started a long, long time ago are the ones going to have success. Or you're in a pyramid scheme. All those things we hear all the time. But really what coaching is just unpacking the BS stories you've told yourself in your head year after year and month after month and day after day, and really getting down to the root of who you are and then sharing that and inviting other people by telling your story and getting vulnerable. Because vulnerability is how you're going to get people to understand where you're coming from and see themselves in your story. Because your story is your superpower and nobody else has your exact same story. So if they see all these coaches that are on this call or all these coaches out there, there's 400,000 in the network now of coaches. But the reason why they're going to sign up with you over anybody else when you get started is because of your story and your belief and your conviction of how you speak about this amazing opportunity or about the products or about how you feel, because that's what's going to dig deep down. It's the emotions that come with how we have changed our entire lives. So she's going to scroll down again. And one of the things I hear all the time, this cracks me up, but social media, people are so terrified of social media and they're like, I just can't imagine posting every single day. And back then I didn't post every single day. And then it got to a point where you had to post 3 times a day. And I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to keep up. And now what I tell my new coaches, it's what feels good to you. If you're brand new and posting 3 to 5 times a week is hard, go for that. Like now I can post 6 to 7 times because I constantly having these stories in my head. But back then, like this photo, I literally put the bag of Shakeology next to my face and said, DM me if you want to try it. Like, absolutely not. That's not what you're going to find on my page now. But I want you guys to see the growth. At least I started. And I didn't just, oh my God, I don't know what people are going to think of me. Like this piece of half-eaten toast with bananas and like my tacos that I made and like these random bands I got off the internet. Like that's not going to inspire anyone, but it was me starting. It was me putting myself out there. And so you're going to learn and you're going to fail and you're going to fall on your face and then you're going to do it again and you're going to grow. And that's what we want you to see, because now you look at my page and this was all fitness and nutrition. Now you see me and my boyfriend, me showing people how to put eyelash extensions on, nutrition, my dog, like transformation. So you can kind of see different brands of Maddie rather than just seeing health and fitness. Okay. So I hope that kind of helps when it comes to social media, because I think so many people are like terrified of what happens. I'll throw it back over to Cass.
Yes, I know I was like, I didn't even have an Instagram when I started this business. So now I have over 7,000 followers. So it'll grow over time and you'll learn as you go. But I think the biggest thing that people want to know is like, okay, yeah, this all sounds great, but how do you actually earn an income with this business? How do you just show up on social media and post sweaty selfies and get paid? No, unfortunately, like that's not how it works, although that is part of our job and pretty cool that that's part of what we get to do. But there's a few different ways that we earn as coaches, and you will get a much deeper breakdown of all of this when you join the team. And if you need a deeper breakdown, we can send you a video that kind of explains everything in depth more. But I want to at least kind of touch these points for you guys so you can have a basic understanding of how we earn in this business. So the first way that you earn is commission. Just like if you opened any brick and mortar store, if you opened a boutique and somebody came in and purchased something, you would get commission for that purchase, right? So anytime your friends sign up, maybe your mom and your best friend want to do the first challenge with you and have those accountability buddies, then you would get 25 to 35% commission from their package that they get set up with, which is usually anywhere from $50 to $80 per person. So you can come in and help bring your friends with you and earn back that initial investment and more in like literally the first 24 hours if you want to. So you will continue getting commission for their orders as long as they keep ordering as well. So for example, I've been drinking my superfood shake every day for the last almost 4 years now. So if I was a customer for somebody, then they would keep continuing to get that commission from my supplements that I'm ordering every month and every year that I continue to have access to my online workout library, all those things. So you keep getting commission as well. The next way that you earn is through team cycle bonuses. And basically what these are is the company is saying, wow, you are doing an awesome job as a leader and you're helping people, you are changing lives, and your coaches are also helping people and changing lives. So we're going to give you a bonus. It would be like if you worked at Nordstrom. I used to work in retail. That's what my degree's in, apparel merchandising. And so nothing to do with health and fitness or business, you guys. Just want to note that. But if I worked at Nordstrom and I was in charge of the shoe department and my department was absolutely crushing it, Nordstrom would be like, hey, your department is crushing it. We're going to give you a bonus. And then my coaches have that same opportunity to earn those bonuses as well. And when they do, I have the opportunity to earn a percentage of their bonus too, but it matches it. They get to keep 100% of their bonus. I just get a little added bonus because they're helping people as well. So the biggest thing too with when we earn, you earn whatever you earn, you keep 100% of. So I just want to make sure that is clear, because I think a lot of people think that in multi-level marketing or network marketing businesses that if you come in and say like you come in and you join my team, that I'm taking a chunk of everything that you earn, and that's not how it works at all. Everything that you earn, you get to keep 100% of, but the more lives that you change, the more income you'll earn and the more opportunities you will have for bonuses. And the bonuses, can range anywhere from $14 to $18 a week, and that can multiply. So, now in the beginning it was $14. Now, it's $450 in a week in just bonuses, not any of the commission I'm selling on packages or anything, because I've grown a team of coaches that are changing so many lives. The other way that you can earn these bonuses is our Star Diamond bonuses. So this happens when you reach certain ranks in the business. So basically when you get promotions like you would at a normal job and you get a bonus, only these bonuses are much bigger. you can earn anywhere from up to 65 grand a quarter if you hit the highest rank in the company, which my coach is there. Like, we know several coaches that are there. It's not something like unattainable. Both Maddie and I are pushing to get there as well. And that's insane. Like, to think that's more than my salary would have been coming out of college in a quarter as a bonus on top of everything you're already earning. So there's so many ways that you can earn in this business, and you will get a deeper dive into that as you get started, and we'll help explain it. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys the idea to know what the income potential is in this business. My personal coach is in the Millions Club, so she's made over $1 million in this business, and she's only been in this business for 5 years. Like, that's insane. You go to college for 4 years and spend hundreds of thousands, like thousands and thousands of dollars, when you could be putting in a couple hours a day or more if you're wanting to grow faster and build potentially a multi-million-dollar business on the side. So that's pretty incredible. So we just kind of want to give you guys an idea of what those income progressions can look like. So this is mine, Maddie, and Melina's. And then, like Ashley told you guys in the beginning, she's only been a coach for 2 months and has already earned over $1,500, which is pretty insane in her first 2 months. So if you're worried about the $160 investment to get started, go tell me where you can open a business for $160 and make $1,500 in your first 2 months. Most businesses don't even earn a dime in the first 2 years. Trust me, because I had my own business before this, selling clothes, and I didn't make crap for a long time. And I spent so much time and so much money, and I had to do all the back work. I had to send the stuff. I had to order it. I had to do all of that. You don't have to do any of the not fun part. You get to just show up, make your life better, make other people's lives better. And the company takes care of all of the customer service and not fun stuff for you. So here you can see Maddie in her first year, $338. And then this year, June, just in the month, $3,874. That's insane, you guys. Like, what a jump that is in 3 years. And then myself here, I need to get mine updated for 2020. Once July is over, I will update it. But $2,655 in July of 2017. And then July of 2019, I had tripled that and earned over $6,000 in the month. You guys, that's insane. Like, what? And then here you can see Melina has February 2020, $330. And then by April of 2020, so just a few months later, over $1,000. So you can earn so much in this business if you are willing to show up and put in the work. We did not earn this income by just sitting there and looking pretty on social media and hoping that people flood into our inbox and want to join our boot camp. Like, we put in the work every day, and we've worked on ourselves every day to grow and be a better leader and inspire other people. But if you're willing to put in the work, we can show you how to reach whatever income goals that you personally have. And then this is my favorite way that we earn, the trips. So you've probably seen us going on these trips. Unfortunately, not really this year because of Corona. Thank you very much. It has canceled everything, but that's okay. We've still been able to do things virtually, and we are already planning our trips for next year. And we are hosting a retreat for our leaders here in Arizona in September, where we're going to literally just spoil them for a weekend, have the most epic girls weekend with a really nice house with a pool and games and all of the fun things, just for doing their job. Like, we're spoiling them for helping other people and changing a lot of lives, which is pretty incredible. And then every year you have the chance to earn a all-inclusive, completely paid for, you guys. Like, I never got to take any vacations before, let alone get all-inclusive vacations that are paid for like 4 or 5 days with, and get to bring a guest. So when I first came in, like, that was my goal, is I was like, how do I earn this trip? I want to take my mom on her dream vacation and be able to do that for her. And that was my first goal. And all I had to do was help 3 people each month. Like, that's it. Are you kidding me? And I remember I was so excited when I got to tell my mom, I'm taking you to Punta Cana, to the Dominican Republic, for an all-inclusive resort. Like, I never had even gotten to stay at an all-inclusive resort. You guys, that was like a dream vacation and something that we would have never been able to go on before. And being able to say, I get to take you on this and it's paid for, I literally had tears in my eyes. It was, as a college student, like, who gets to do that? It was the most incredible thing. So you have the opportunity to earn so many amazing trips. And then there's other trips that we go on and stuff that are more work related, not as much vacation, but it's always a fun. It's always connecting. There's always workouts and parties and just such good energy. And it literally just lights you up. So those are like my favorite way that we earn. But we kind of want to share with you guys just like who we're looking for. So Maddie, if you want to take this one.
Yeah, totally. So I think it's so important to kind of evaluate, like, when I was 20, I wasn't like, I want to build and be an entrepreneur. And so this stuff kind of came as I kept going, but it was the will that I was going to learn and be a student every single day. So somebody that's a leader in her life, in her community, the one who is always striving for more. Somebody that's just resilient. She knows how terrible it feels to be at your rock bottom. But when you fall down and fail, you're willing to get back up and continue to show up no matter what, to build that life that you want down the road, maybe in a year, maybe next week, like whatever it's going to take, you're willing to do the hard work. And somebody that's coachable and ready to make a change, because I know it can be really scary and terrifying in the beginning. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you're willing to take that next step because you know you're worth it. You know the time you're going to put in is worth the dream life you want to live. Like, I look at Cassidy every day, and I was working in a PT clinic up until a month ago, and she's 25 years old and bought her own condo here in Arizona, moved down here with her parents, live like an hour away, but didn't know anyone. And being able to have that freedom, like, I looked up to her, even as one of her friends. Like, I was like, oh my God, I need that. Like, I need that so freaking much. And so this past week, like, I just was like, I'm done with my job. And I was able to kind of just say, like, for now, like, I'll come back maybe in Labor Day. Like, I don't need that income from that job. That was my full-time job, because I've hustled so much during this season and every season and through the hard times and the times where I just didn't feel like showing up. And like, when my grandma passed away and it was a really hard time last summer, I didn't just stop because hard things were hitting me in the face. I was like, how can I take this as a learning lesson and prove to someone else why they can continue to show up? So it's just being coachable and keeping the like head straight, like, you know, blinders on and going towards wherever you want to achieve. None of our goals are ever going to be put onto you. You get to decide what your goals and what your why in this business truly is. Do you want to do that, or you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But basically right now is like the most amazing time because we have an incredible program out right now. And if you guys haven't heard of MBF, oh my God, I am on day 77 of this 80-day program, and there's 3 days left, and I've never had so much FOMO. I bet most of the people that are on this call that are our coaches are doing this program right now. And I've had a girl that lost 5 pounds in the first week and looks shredded. And I tell you this because I started with a 21-day program similar to MBF, obviously different, but that 21 days was the reason why I have like continued to show up every single day. It was the reason why I started this business. And so if you go all in on this 21 days and feel incredible, you're going to be able to share it forward and make your investment back in your first hour if you wanted. If you were that fired up to be like, what friends and family want to do this program with me? It doesn't matter if your products come in time. It doesn't matter if you've even started the group yet or started the first workout. How excited are you? And put that belief onto other people. So to start your business, it's $160. We've kind of said it a lot, but you're going to get all of your workouts. And what I love so much about what we have is that it's the total solution. Like, you are getting all your workouts for the entire year. All the programs that we have on that library, plus early access to this new program, plus your superfood shake or your pre and post workout, a shaker cup, your bod ropes, and both of our nutrition programs, so that even if you're not like Melina and a certified nutritionist, and you're like Cassidy who was in apparel merchandising, like you can still learn the nutrition. It's not rocket science, and then you can be able to serve that to your community of people. So we're going to give you the tools so you can learn it and then be able to serve. And so that's going to come all in your starter pack. And the best part is you're just going to sign up 3 people just the same exact way that you got started, so that they're getting all the same things you have. It's not like, oh, this is for coaches and then this is for customers. Everyone gets that same package. And then we also have this package that you get the pre and post and the superfood shake. So it's pretty insane, the value of $160 one time. And it's not a month-to-month thing. And then we have our $15 coach fee. But can you imagine having to have like back stock of all this stuff to be able to have to send that out? Like, I hate the post office, like with all my heart. So not having to go to the post office and be able to send someone a link to be like, hey, join my boot camp. I'm going to plug you in. You don't have to be tech savvy, but it's so simple. It is so laid out there for you. But that was it. But if you are excited and you are ready to jump in, message your coach that invited you, or just talk to them and ask them your questions. I don't know. Is there any questions in the chat?
I just wanted to add, like, if you're already one of our clients in a boot camp and you're wanting to be a coach, you don't have to buy a whole new package. We can just get you set up to coach, and you can start rocking and rolling with the training and stuff. So just wanted to make sure that was clear, because I know we have a lot of people on here who are already in the boot camp and rocking it and getting awesome results, and people are like, what are you doing? And we're like, hey, instead of us earning the income from it, you could be earning it and helping somebody. And then again, just to reiterate that this is for a whole freaking year, you guys. Like, this isn't $160 every month. This is for a year, which is just blows my mind. Like I just said in the chat, I literally spend $160 at Target on shit I don't even need. So to be able to get a year's worth of workouts plus supplements and be able to open a business, like there's no additional fee to open your business. So I figured, what the heck do I have to lose? At the very least, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I'm going to meet some incredible people and make awesome friends. And if I'm able to earn some income and help people along the way, then that's just an added bonus. But either way, I was ready to change my life. So there's literally nothing that you can lose from this. If you decide it's not for you, you can cancel anytime. Like, you're not committed to anything. There's no cancellation fees. This isn't some like scheme where we sign you up and you can't get out or something. And it's not like when you get signed up for those monthly Fabletics things and you have to like call somebody in another country to kind of try to cancel. Like, no, it's not like that.
I mean, the only way you'll get stuck is when you meet like the most amazing friends in the world and you're like, I can't imagine not having this community to text at my fingertips and be like, help, I just want to eat all the chocolate.
Yes. So yeah, if you guys, and we can give you more info on packages or whatever if you want to know the differences and stuff when you're ready to get signed up. But we are kicking off tomorrow night our first mentorship call to help you guys get started right away, help your first couple people in that first 24 hours so that you can earn back that initial investment and bring some people to the boot camp with you and get started on your journey. So if you're ready to change your life, start helping other people, start earning an income, just reach out to whoever invited you and we can get you started. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and stop the recording. Was there any questions in the chat?